I'm guessing people watched last night, Baltimore versus Cleveland. Where Lamar decides to come back with about 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Then, once again, that leads another comeback. Get a field goal and they win the game. See, the world was so surprised. The world watched SportsCenter to watch it again. Everybody was shocked. Tweets everywhere. But, let me explain. Back in 91, and we're going near 30 years now. Back in 91, Larry Bird was against Indiana. It was in the playoffs. About the second quarter, give or take. Goes after a ball, smacks his face right against the floor. I remember watching this game, and it's like, he wasn't getting up so fast. Like he always does, he got up, but he walked off. And there was this whole thing. See, this is before the internet. So there's this whole thing. They're wondering if he's going to come back into the game. Come back in the game, what's going to happen, all this stuff. Get past, halftime, everything. They're saying, doctors saying that he shouldn't come back. You're hearing all the sideline reports. All of a sudden, while they're doing this, here he comes jogging back out. Then the place just goes Boston Garden goes absolutely insane. And what does Larry Bird do but what Larry Bird does? He scores a pile of points, makes a big comeback, and they win Game 5. And it was the decider in a playoff series. So that just leads to the legend. Well, that was exactly what Lamar Jackson did last night. Came back with a couple of minutes left, and we had 2 comebacks. Now, see, people got mistaken with where I was going with all that. I was saying, there's a bunch of tweets on there that was saying that how rigged the situation was, and I could see it. And I was bringing it up how the time it was coming. And no, that's not bragging, it's just true. Because I kind of did acting for 12 years, and I produced some stuff of my own. And it's television in the end. I wasn't saying the game itself was rigged, because I don't believe so. That's not where I was going. I was saying, why would they ever bring... the whole idea was that he was on the crapper or he was getting IVs, whatever the thing was. Why in the world did that take, time-wise, 15 minutes, otherwise near an hour? Why did all that take an hour? And then all of a sudden, the backup quarterback somehow gets hurt, and then here he comes jogging back in. Camera waiting for to watch him jog back. Folks, I'm not saying the game was rigged. If Lamar doesn't come through last night, that hurts television, which means they're not going to see him. You're going to see him less in prime time. See, you wonder, a lot of bad teams wonder, let's just say Cincinnati, let's just say, San Diego way back when, LA now. They wonder why your team, if it's a bad team, is not on television. It's not necessarily the losing, because you can have losing and be exciting. It's not that. It is the excitement, it's the drama. Television wants drama. End of story. Period. That is why you won't see Justin Herbert right now. He's a rookie. You won't see him in prime time that often right now, no matter what you want. That's why you saw Tom Brady all those years on prime time. You still did this year a couple times. That's why you see them, because they have been proven to give drama for television through their game, through their play. That's what it does. And the game is not. The game in itself, unless the referees are doing something like that, we're not saying the game is rigged. Television drama is. Because television needs drama. It needs that especially now with the thousands of channels and so many things to distract people. This isn't the 3-channel deal anymore. So when you see what happened last night, here's a question, in all true honesty, just the way that Lamar Jackson went in. Couldn't he have come back out with 7 minutes left? Couldn't he have come back with that? And they're up 14. See, they're up 14 points. All of a sudden, it's tied. All of a sudden, bing, 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 bing. He comes back. 2 minutes left. You don't think that part wasn't planned? See, and that's the other thing. If he fails, then we don't see him on a lot like next year. That little thing, I guarantee, will give you between Sunday night, Thursday night, and Monday Night Football about 7, 8 to 9 times that he'll be on screen next year, regardless of how they do the rest of this year. Because of drama. Because he will be ratings. He'll guarantee the ratings. So you got to people have to understand when I say rigged, it's not gambling. Although after the end last night, when there's going to be people that wonder after last night when basically the bad beat happened, after the safety, but that's neither here nor there. TV is drama. Producers need they need good television programming, even sports now. I'm not trying to bring anything up about, they're trying to rig the game. No, it's not that. Because they could have easily lost. He could have thrown an interception. And then we see him probably 4 times next year. We'll see him all the time anyway. You just added 5 more games between Thursday and Monday and Sunday. That alone. Because why do you think we always see Kansas City? Why do we always? It's because Patrick Mahomes is perfect for drama. He's perfect for the good television. We all want to win. We all want to see our teams win. But think of San Antonio and why they won 5 titles over the years, but 4 of their titles were the lowest ratings ever, the San Antonio Spurs, in those years. And they had perfect basketball, perfect fundamental basketball. But when you have so many stations, that doesn't seem to matter anymore. Why does baseball have constant home runs and people strike out more and it's not perfectly fundamental? Why is football full of the personalities, the long passes, and the speed and the high scores, and it's not full of people trying to kill the quarterback? Why is hockey full of high scores? Why is basketball full of high scores? Everything has to be done in television to keep people's attention now, to keep the audience attention. Look at pro wrestling even. Look at everything that we see. All of it is flashier, bigger, better. Nothing is ever quiet. Like, I will fall asleep at night to an old 80s show sometimes so I can fall asleep. I don't watch it. I do it to fall asleep. And it's because it was produced very quietly in every which way. The voices were quiet. The sound was quiet. Everything was quiet. You go from that. Now everything is loud. You can't fall asleep to any of this stuff anymore. But it's by design. That's what television wants now. So last night was all Lamar Jackson. And it was his chance and he took advantage. So so there's the rig. Not the game, but television. And if you want your team, be it Cincinnati, be it Chicago, be it any of those, if you want your team to be on prime time the most, get more exciting. Television needs you. Television is waiting for you to get exciting. And it's all up to you. And you don't have to. You don't have to like it, but it's the only thing going now. Learn to live with it.